The intensity is rising, and the stakes have never been higher in the world of German football. We are diving straight into the upcoming clash between FC Köln and Bayer Leverkusen at the Rhein Energy Stadion, where every point matters for the final standings of the Bundesliga. René Wagner is looking to rally his squad at home, while Kasper H. Hjulmand aims to bounce back after recent challenges in a rivalry that spans over 90 historic meetings.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Before that showdown kicks off, we have to look back at the masterclass performance that just shook the DFB-Pokal. Bayern Munich has officially punched their ticket to the final after overcoming a resilient Bayer Leverkusen side in a high-stakes semi-final battle that kept everyone on the edge of their seats until the very last whistle. The story of that semi-final was undoubtedly Harry Kane, who cemented his legendary status by netting his 52nd goal of an incredible campaign. Vincent Kompany has his team looking like a well-oiled machine as they continue their relentless pursuit of a treble while maintaining total control over every match they enter. Joining the scoring sheet was Luis Diaz, who sealed the result with a clinical finish in stoppage time to secure that coveted spot in Berlin. With a massive Champions League clash against Paris Saint-Germain looming, the momentum is fully with the Bavarians. If you want to keep up with every goal and result, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Ever wonder what happens when a team fighting for consistency meets a powerhouse desperate to snap a losing streak? Welcome to the Rhein Energy Stadion, where FC Köln and Bayer Leverkusen are set to clash this Saturday in a showdown that feels more like a tactical chess match than a standard Bundesliga outing. Look, Köln sits in 12th, and while they aren't exactly setting the league on fire, they are remarkably resilient lately, riding a 5-match unbeaten run. But don't let that fool you. They are struggling to keep a clean sheet, having conceded in 10 straight games. They can score, but can they stop the bleeding? On the other side, we have Bayer Leverkusen. Kasper H. Hjulmand's squad is currently in 6th, but they are wounded. Coming off 2 tough losses, including that DFB-Pokal defeat to Bayern, Leverkusen is looking for a statement win to get their momentum back. History favors the visitors with 38 wins in 91 meetings, but here in Cologne, the stats tell a different story. Köln actually holds a narrow 14-13 edge at home. With injury concerns like Timo Huber's and Ragnar Ake testing Köln's depth, and Leverkusen eager to break their 2-match winless slide, this is going to be a fascinating tactical battle of wills. Who takes the points in this Rhine derby? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you want more Bundesliga updates, and don't forget to subscribe for the full breakdown. In a league defined by razor-thin margins, will it be Köln's home field heart or Leverkusen's class that comes out on top? It has been a long 4-year wait, but the Giants have finally returned to the summit of the DFB-Pokal. Bayern Munich are officially heading to the final, silencing the doubters in a high-stakes showdown against Bayer Leverkusen that reminded everyone why this club remains a titan of German football. From the opening whistle, it was clear that Bayern came with a singular purpose. They didn't just play. They controlled the tempo with a clinical authority that forced Leverkusen onto their back foot from the jump. The breakthrough was inevitable, and naturally, it was Harry Kane who seized the moment. Midway through the first half, Jamal Musiala, who is playing like a man possessed lately, slipped a masterclass of a pass to Kane. With that signature lethal instinct, the England captain pivoted and buried the ball into the top corner. It was pure, unfiltered class. Now give some credit to Leverkusen. They didn't just roll over. After the break, they came out firing, and at one point it looked like a comeback was on the cards. Matthijs Tel unleashed a rocket that looked destined for the net, but Manuel Neuer, in a vintage moment of brilliance, reminded us why he is still the best in the business with an incredible save. It was the kind of stop that shifts the momentum of an entire season. As the match neared its climax, Harry Kane had a few chances to put the game to bed, but the final touch just wasn't there today. That set the stage for the substitute, Leon Goretzka, to play the hero role. Coming off the bench with fresh legs, he delivered a perfectly weighted ball into the path of Luis Diaz. The Colombian showed nerves of steel, sliding it past Mark Flecken to seal the 2-0 win and punch that ticket to the final. It was a gritty, professional display that signals Bayern is hungry for silverware. Do you think this Bayern side is truly back to their peak, or did they get lucky with that newer save? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the breakdown, and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss our deep dive into the upcoming final. Remember, in football, the Giants don't just win, they make a statement. Is there anything Harry Kane can't do? The English striker has officially hit an astonishing 52 goals this season, and he's showing no signs of slowing down when it matters most. Bayern Munich is marching toward a potential treble, and their latest masterclass, a clinical 2-0 win over Bayer Leverkusen in the DFB-Pokal semifinal, proves just how dangerous they've become under Vincent Kompany. From the opening whistle, Bayern dictated the tempo, pinning Leverkusen back with a high-press intensity that feels synonymous with Kompany's tactical evolution. The breakthrough came in the 22nd minute when Jamal Musiala whipped in a gorgeous cross, and with a brilliant dummy from Diaz, Kane was left with nothing to do but smash it into the roof of the net. That's number 52, folks. Think about the consistency required to hit that mark in a league as physically demanding as the Bundesliga. As the game ticked into injury time, Leon Goretzka found Diaz on the break, who stayed cool as ice to seal the 2-0 victory and send the away fans into a frenzy. Bayern is now heading to Berlin for their first cup final since 2020, and honestly, based on this form, you wouldn't bet against them. Kane himself admitted after the game that while they were dominant, they still have that extra gear to unlock, especially when it comes to burying teams earlier to avoid those late, nervy moments. But with the Bundesliga title already in the bag, the focus now shifts to the big one, a high-stakes Champions League clash against PSG next week. Is this the year Harry Kane finally lifts his long-awaited trophy, or will the pressure of the treble prove too much? Hit that subscribe button and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. After all, when you're scoring at this rate, history is usually just a few weeks away. Is Bayern Munich unstoppable right now? It certainly feels that way. Harry Kane and Luis Diaz just punched Bayern's ticket to the German Cup final, downing Bayer Leverkusen 2-0 in a masterclass of efficiency. This wasn't just any win, it was a statement. Let's start with Kane. The man is an absolute machine. With his 52nd goal of the season, he opened the scoring in the 22nd minute after a brilliant bit of link-up play with Jamal Musiala. The composure to just scoop that ball under the bar. That is world-class finishing at its finest. Honestly, watching him this season, you have to wonder if there's a ceiling to his performance. Bayern completely bossed the first half, leaving Leverkusen scrambling while Mark Flecken was kept under constant pressure. Even the legendary Manuel Neuer, who had a relatively quiet night, reminded us why he's one of the greatest to ever do it with a last-ditch flying save to deny Nathan Tella. That save was the difference between a cruise to the finish and a nervy ending. Luis Diaz eventually slammed the door shut in stoppage time. Sure, there was a moment of tension when the flag went up for offside, but a quick VAR check turned that anxiety into a celebration. Bayern is now headed to Berlin for the first time since 2000, and with the Bundesliga title already in the bag, the dream of a historic treble is looking very real. Next up, a massive Champions League clash against PSG. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Bayern's dominance, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the beautiful game. With form like this, do you think anyone can actually stop Bayern from taking it all? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks for watching.